people have defined miracles as, I've often heard this expression that people use where they'll say, God breaks into the universe to do a miracle. I've heard that quite often about God, this idea that God breaks into history in order to do a miracle. Like, interrupts history. I remember one person said he kicks the door down of the universe to get in and do something. Now, I understand why people talk like that, but it's really not good, because it gives the impression like God, like the universe is just operating on its own without God, and that God like has to break into it to do something. And the Bible really doesn't think of it that way. Like in the Bible, it says, there's a lovely bit in the Bible that says, one of the prophets says, some people think that the rain falling is caused just by the rain coming down, running down in rivers to go to the sea, evaporating up, forming clouds, which come across and drop rain back down. Now we go, look, yeah, that is how it works. These are prophets from like nearly 3,000 years ago. We're just describing what we would call the hydrologic cycle. And they're like, some people think that just operates on its own. But we know, says the prophet, that the Lord does that. That's what the Bible says. The Lord does that. That doesn't just happen. The reason that happens is that the Lord makes it happen. And the Lord makes the sun rise, or really we'd say, the earth is orbiting around the sun and rotating, and we get this experience of wonderful sunrises and sunsets and clouds and weather and trees growing and stars shining, and they shine at night and then we don't see them in the day and all. How is all that working? Who designed it? Who wanted it to appear the way it appears on planet Earth and all of that? And the Bible just keeps saying, trees growing, weather, stars, all of it. It's not that the Lord once did something, like wound up a clockwork machine, then just lets it run on its own. No, he's constantly involved in it, constantly making it all work. So that's the big truth we've got in this study.